Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are learning the mirror exercise, which is an essential and powerful tool to resolving the separation between you and your twin flame. So what this tool does is it actually identifies the blocks within yourself that are blocking you and your true twin flame from harmonizing back into union. So you were created with your twin flame already in perfect harmony with each other, and you live perfectly from that place, living one life together, functioning together as one. That's your true relationship with your twin flame, right? But over time, as we explored what it would like to be our own leader, be our own God, and separate ourselves from love, and explore ego and separation consciousness, we naturally manifested separation from our twin flame because we were exploring what it would be like to separate from our true selves and separate ourselves from love. So what we're doing with the mirror exercise tool is actually identifying all those places where we chose to leave ourselves and loving ourselves in that place, which actually brings us back into alignment with our true self in that place and our twin flame union, of course. So all you need, first of all, what has this mirror exercise done? So what I've seen this tool do, and what it's done in my life. The first time I applied the mirror exercise, I had my pen and paper. I had just purchased this book, Twin Flames: Finding Your Ultimate Lover, and I'd gotten to the mirror exercise chapter, and I completed my first my first mirror exercise based on a relationship that I had in my life that was holding a lot of deep pain and hurt in my heart. I was really upset that, I was upset about a guy and how I treated him when I knew that he had feelings for me. And I was upset that I let that relationship fall apart. And I was holding a lot of hurt in that place. So what I did was I applied the mirror exercise to this part of my hurt self. And I actually, felt that relief wash over me when I healed that hurt that I was holding on to. My eyes got teary and I actually felt myself release the separation and deepen in peace and harmonize back into alignment with peace, back into alignment with my union. And I've used this tool since that day to actually fully come back into harmonious union with my twin flame. Only because of this tool and from the teachings of Jeff and Shlia from Twin Flames Universe do I have harmonious union with my true twin flame. This is my office. We live in a beautiful 3-bedroom unit close to the beach, and I'm living with my twin flame in physical reality because I healed my separation from my good with this tool, and our lives are only getting better and expanding in love because of this tool. So let's get into it. You're going to need a pen and paper, and that's it. So step 1 of the mirror exercise, it's 4 steps in total. Step 1 of the mirror exercise is write out in one concise sentence what is upsetting you, right? So for example, you might say, and you want to feel into your heart to feel the upset and identify the upset from that place. Step 1, my twin flame is upsetting me because he ignores me. Perhaps that is your upset. So that's step 1 of the mirror exercise. You've identified a who, a what, a when, a where, and a why, and you've identified that in a concise sentence of what's upsetting your heart right now. Right? The next step is you want to write that sentence out again, but you're going to change the nouns to pronouns, right? So that would be, I'm upsetting myself because I am ignoring myself, right? So you've got step 2 down. And step 3 then is you want to sincerely ask yourself if there's any truth to the above statement. Is there any truth to step 2? Is there any truth to I'm upset at myself for ignoring myself in any area of my life? And the answer is always going to be yes, because you're experiencing being ignored in your reality, and your external reality is always completely a reflection of your inner reality. So if you're experiencing being ignored on the outside, somewhere within inside yourself, you're experiencing being ignored, and you in fact are ignoring yourself. That's the only way you can experience it. So step 3, you want to sincerely ask yourself, is there anywhere in my life I'm ignoring myself? Or how could I be ignoring myself, right? And once you get clear on that, you might find, well, yes, I ignore myself when I really want to, my heart's really calling for a good meal and some rest and some exercise, but I ignore that part of myself and push that part of myself away, and I keep working, right? Maybe that's one area where you're ignoring loving yourself, right? So once you identify that part of you from step 3, step 4 is you want to speak to the inner part of yourself which is causing the problem and love yourself. So for example, you've identified this part of you that ignores your desire to take rest, to take care of yourself. So what you want to do is you want to go up to that part of yourself and ask yourself, well, why don't you listen to me? Why don't you give me the rest that you need or that you're desiring? And it might say back to you, well, because we don't have enough time for that. You're not worthy of that time. You need to work, right? Maybe that's a pattern or belief that you've held. And then you want to speak back to that part of yourself and say, well, no, you are worthy of self-care. I am worthy of self-care. It's a clear desire in my heart. It's something I need to live, to live a healthy, happy life. I'm worthy of that self-love. You're worthy of that self-love, right? And it might talk back and say, well, I was taught by my dad or mom that I have to work my whole life, and that having self-care is selfish. And then you reassure again that part of yourself by speaking back and saying, well, perhaps that wasn't the healthiest pattern to move forward with. It's something about it doesn't feel good. It's safe to give yourself that space to take care of yourself. So what you're doing is you're identifying the upset and you're just loving this part of yourself. You're speaking back to this part of yourself and you're loving this part of yourself. And you can visualize this part of yourself that's feeling tense and upset and overworked, or feeling being ignored. And what you want to do is ask it, what do you need to feel loved right now? And maybe it says I just need a hug, or I just need to be reassured that I can have space to breathe and relax. And you're going to go up to that part of yourself and you're going to give that part of yourself that's feeling overworked and ignored what it needs to feel loved, right? And step 4 is the most important step, right? This part of yourself that you've identified and get clear on where you're not loving yourself. It's really important that you follow through with step 4 and having that conversation with that part of yourself that's upset, and loving that part of yourself and giving yourself, visualizing that part of yourself that needs to be loved, and really feeling and giving that loving presence to this part of yourself, right? The mirror exercise isn't something that you do up in your head and think through. It is a feeling process. That's how you truly heal your separation from your good, and you will feel the relief that this process provides you. Just in speaking this exercise to you, I could feel the shift in vibration from upset to peace, and see that alignment back with love that was taking place within myself, right? So your twin flame mirrored back to you. So by your twin flame ignoring you, they showed you back to a pattern you learnt in childhood where you were told that you can't, you need to ignore yourself, you don't have time for yourself, right? And you love that part of yourself. And it's all these little places and intricate places that we've become unconscious to, or we've numbed out to, that the mirror exercise helps us re-identify and love, so that we can come back into alignment with our true selves. And it's such a relieving process. It gives so much back to you. It changes your life so much. And you can see I'm upheaving energy as I'm communicating this to you, because all the energy is leaving and all healing energy is taking place in my heart. That's what happens with the mirror exercise. So some tips for like really like learning this mirror exercise. The answer, sure. So this part of you is always gonna know what it needs to feel loved. So if you get stuck on step 4 and like it's like resisting love, just remain present with it. It knows what it needs to feel loved. Like give it what it needs, but don't give up on this part of yourself, and get clear on what this part of you needs to feel loved. You know what you need to feel loved. That's a very easy thing to know. You know what you desire. Every child of God knows what they desire. You see a child be born, they know what they want. And maybe you've unlearnt that you're worthy of what you want, but what you desire is yours and you are deserving of it. So whatever you need to feel loved, you know that you're going to be able to give that to you. You have that power, and just listen and give that part of yourself what you need. Another tip is the answer is always more love. So let's say you got to step 4, you love this part of yourself, you gave this part of yourself space and time and care, and it was still feeling a little bit upset. Well, the answer is always more love. So ask this part of yourself again. Well, you might feel a little bit better, but I see you're still upset a little bit. What else do you need to feel loved here? And it will let you know. You just keep loving that part of yourself until you come back to a state of complete relief and complete peace in this area of your life. And it's okay if you complete a mirror exercise today, you find relief, and then maybe the upset comes up again, right? The same upset. It's not that the mirror exercise isn't working. It's just like you're ready to move through that next layer of this core upset, right? We've been playing out patterns and behaviors for years and lifetimes that don't serve us. So sometimes one mirror exercise isn't enough to heal the core of the upset. But if it comes up again, just reapply the mirror exercise and know you're dissolving that chunk of separation that you've built. The layers are falling away and dissolving, and eventually the core of it will completely dissolve and you'll come completely back into union with that part of yourself. So this tool is absolutely essential. I made a video on it for a reason. I took time out of my day for this for a reason, because it is so essential on your twin flame journey. And in fact, it is the process that I use in my coaching sessions to actually heal people through their blocks into harmonious twin flame union with their twin flame, because I know it's worked for me. I used it to come into harmonious union with my twin flame, and I share it with others. Now this tool, it's been around for a long time, and it's taught in this book, Twin Flames: Finding Your Ultimate Lover. Jeff and Schliers were the ones that really packaged this tool so that you could really apply it and use it as a core tool in your life. So there's many pages dedicated to this mirror exercise, not because it's difficult, but because there's an in-depth step-by-step process you're taken through. It's almost like a mini workbook. So if you really want to learn this mirror exercise, if you're called to have peace, relief, and union with your twin flame, I would definitely invest in this book, and I will leave a link to the book below. So I hope that you got something out of this video. If you want to learn the mirror exercise personally, one-on-one with me, check out my services below. I offer coaching sessions. Not only will we learn the mirror exercise, but we will heal current blocks in your union, that your real life blocks that you're experiencing with your twin flame. We can move through those together. If you're ready to heal, I'm here to help. I'm ready to help you. Let's claim your twin flame union together and bring you back into harmonious union with your true twin flame, and just bring a whole lot of peace and relief back to your life. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Click like and subscribe for more free twin flame content to support you on your journey. Share this video, get the word out there, help people on their twin flame journey, and I bless your union, and I will see you in later videos. Bye.